So I have this love-hate relationship with Instagram anyway. I love the people that I'm connected with. I love being able to see what they're up to, I love all of that stuff. But I get really, really pissed off with the fact that every fourth post is an advert. But over the last 24 hours, the adverts that I've been seeing are what have really, really pissed me off. So I can become an ADHD coach in 5 days and pay $27. I can become a grief coach in 5 days and pay $27. I can become, what was the other one? A neuroscience coach and pay $27, right? In 5 days, I can become a neuroscience coach. Now, Dr. Sarah McKay, if you're not following her, her neuroscience coach qualification is amazing. And yes, there is like a speed version, I suppose, right, where you can do it across 5 days. But it's really in depth. There's loads and loads of detail on it, but it's definitely not $27. And so I'm seeing like ADHD coaches, neuroscience coaches, grief coaches. I am seeing, I haven't seen any burnout ones. I'm sure that'll be out there somewhere. But all of these quick fire, you can become a coach in 5 days for $27. It is damaging the coaching industry, right? It's damaging it. Now, when you think about you've seen all those videos, right? This is what I thought I was buying on the internet versus what I got, right? When you're buying stuff from like Shine and Temu and you think you're getting a gorgeous dress for like £4.50 and it's like a tea towel. You're getting the same with a lot of these coaching qualifications. Coaching takes a long time to master. Even with the coaching qualifications that I've done, right, they've been really in-depth qualifications, but it's a bit like when you learn to drive, right? You can do the lessons, you can pass the test, but actually you don't really learn how to drive until you're in the car on your own, right? You don't really learn how to master driving a car on your own until you're in the car on your own. And it's the same with a lot of coaching. Now, coaching is unregulated. Anybody can call themselves a coach. Anybody can do any coach. But when we're working with specific areas like ADHD and grief and neuroscience and burnout, the credentials, the experience, the knowledge, the skills are even more important than just being a coach. And I think it also makes it then really hard particularly for me, right, in terms of the burnout stuff, not just me, but burnout coaches in general. Lots of people are not out there shouting about working with a burnout coach because of the shame and stigma that is still attached to burnout. So it's already really hard, and I say there's a lot to the community. It's really hard as a burnout coach to get the testimonials and the feedback and stuff anyway. And then when people see your prices on the website and they're like, oh my God, you can't possibly charge that for burnout. Yes, you can. If you have done the work and you've got the skills and you've got the training and you've got the knowledge and you know exactly what it is that you're doing. Yes, you can bloody well charge for it. But I'm getting utterly, utterly pissed off with all of these every fourth post on Instagram being an ad is then trying to tell me quality coaching for $27. It's just not. It is ruining the quality of coaching. It's doing harm to those that need coaches and the coaches that they're working with, which will be the cheap ones that are charging like $10 an hour to coach with me, to do your stuff. And they're kind of really, really going in for that. They're doing cheap qualifications, they're charging cheap prices, and they are doing harm to people. So please, 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 if you see one of these coaching qualifications, fucking ignore it. It is not a quality accreditation certificate training. There's no quality in a coach training that is $27. And if you then, if you're one of these that just keeps buying courses, there's a reason that you never complete them. There's a reason that you never start them. There's a reason that you never get the certificate. There's a reason that if you do finish it, you're still looking for the next thing because it's not giving you the answers that you needed. Save your bloody money and invest in proper training with someone like me, with someone like Sarah McKay. Invest in the proper training to give you the proper skills, the proper knowledge, the proper training, the proper accreditation, and then charge bloody proper prices for the coaching that you are then properly qualified to do. Rant over. Go have an amazing rest of the day.